Hello guys, let's discuss current affairs. In today's first questions about the new president of Romania. This is Romania in Eastern Europe. You would find it here, right below Ukraine and east of Hungary, Serbia, and north of Bulgaria. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that it also shares a border with Moldova, which was once a part of the Soviet Union and among the poorest countries of Europe. Let's take it further. Romania's capital, as you would know, is Bucharest. What is the capital? Bucharest. This is the capital. At one point, till about 1991, that is the year the Soviet Union broke up, this entire part, basically, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, they were all communist countries. And in those days, till 1992, there was no country called there were no countries like Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina. You have this, what is it, Croatia, Slovenia, Serbia. There were no such countries. They were all provinces in a country called Yugoslavia. But in 1992, Yugoslavia broke up, and all those provinces became separate countries. And you have them here. Now, similarly, Ukraine, Moldova, Russia, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia. You have Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan. All of these countries, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, all of these countries, 15 of them were Soviet Union, were parts of Soviet Union. But 1991, Soviet Union broke up, and all these countries underwent a transition to democracy from communism, which is basically a single party state. So Romania's capital is Bucharest, and the new president is this chap. Okay. There had been a pretty major controversy regarding the election there. A pro-conservative, pro-Russia guy was a conservative leader was put in jail after having won the first round. But then, of course, today in the final analysis, Dan has won the election. He is pro-European Union. Pro-European Union. So, ladies and gentlemen, and if you are interested in vampires, you have Dracula and all, comes from Romania. Okay. Albania. This is Albania. This was a communist country, and it was at one point it was the world's first atheist. It was a complete atheistic country. The government declared, the constitution declared there is no God. So officially it was the first country in the world to go atheist. Currently the prime minister is Edi Rama. Edi Rama is the prime minister of Albania. This is Hungary. Hungary is pro, Russia, usually anti-European Union, though it's a member of the European Union, and its prime minister is Viktor Orban. Viktor Orban. Oh, did I make it? It is. It should be, Orban. Well, Poland also has a new president. The current one is Andrzej Duda, but elections have been held, and Andrzej Duda is going to be, replaced by Karol Nawrocki. This is how you spell this guy's name, Nawrocki. Okay, so all of them have been covered here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, one more thing, Greece. Greece has, this is Greece, my friends, you can see it's there are a lot of islands here, and they have a prime minister called Kyriakos Mitsotakis. Kyriakos Mitsotakis. The country has been doing okay now, but for a long time it didn't do well. It was, even today, of course, its external debt is more than nearly 160% of its GDP. For such a tiny country, that's how things, things went really, things went really bad, in the late 2000s. Okay. So from there, you could go to, by the way, Serbia is where, I think this is where your Novak Djokovic comes from. Which film won the Palme d'Or at the 78th Cannes Film Festival? It's pronounced Cannes, C-A-N, Cannes. Okay, it's a town in France. It's on the river. It's French Riviera region, basically. So this is one of the most expensive places in the world, and the reason is, of course, it's quite touristy. Okay, the highest award there is called Palme d'Or, which is the best, for the best film. It was an Iranian film directed by Jafar, Panahi. It was titled, "It Was Just an Accident." Pretty controversial back home, but that's how things are. Anything that goes against establishment, against the government there, against conservatives back home in Iran, is going to be controversial, and this film is no exception. The Little Sister. These are the names of the films. The first half, the second half directors. The Little Sister, directed by Hafsia Harzi, is about a young woman, a young Muslim woman in Paris, who has struggles with her sexual orientation. She later identifies herself as a lesbian. Okay, and for this film, that's The Little Sister, the actress Nadia Mileti received the Best Actress award at Cannes Film Festival. So you have this here. Okay, then what about sentimental value? This film, my friends, received the Grand Jury Award. Grand Jury Award. You can say jury also. I prefer say jury, which is equally okay. The Secret Agent, it received two major prizes. One, for the Best Director. This is Best Director, okay. Best Director here, one award. So, Philo received the Best Director award for the Secret Agent film, and the same film also got the lead actor Wagner Moura. Wagner Moura, the Best Actor award. So we got Best Actor Wagner Moura for the Secret Agent, Best Director Kleber Philo for the same film, The Secret Agent, Best Actress Nadia Millet for the Little Sister, for the film Little Sister, the best film, It Was Just an Accident. Coming to sentimental value, the film received Grand Jury Award, and here Resurrection received the Pre-Special Award. Pre-Special Award. It was directed by a Chinese guy called Bi Gan. So I got you covered there. I got everything covered here through this short talk. Okay. Which space startup has successfully test fired India's first electric motor driven semi cryogenic rocket engine? Cryogenics is a study of low temperatures, extreme low temperatures. Okay, these are extreme low temperatures. And Agnikul Cosmos has, these are all private space agencies in India. We have heard of SpaceX, which is an American private sector company. We have Virgin Blue. Yeah, we also have the Blue Origin company. But in India itself, we have a lot of private sector space companies, which are all being encouraged by the government of India. So Agnikul Cosmos was founded by two, very enterprising guys, Moin, SPM, and Srinath Ravichandran. So two guys started this company. Let's look at something similar here. Pixel was started by Awais Ahmed. Awais Ahmed and Kshitij Khandelwal. Kshitij Khandelwal. Okay. Yeah. Good. So the idea is that, instead of ISRO, building rockets, spending time, these guys could, tomorrow these guys could get contracts to build space rockets and carry our, all our satellites and all. This would save us on cost and maybe better technology, because, today it's ISRO that's doing it. Tomorrow maybe more better cutting edge companies, better cutting edge technology could come in, and at a fraction of a cost. So competition is always good in this case. India's first Mahouts village has recently been inaugurated at Teppakadu, which is in Tamil Nadu. Mahout, who is a Mahout? An elephant caregiver is called a Mahout. One who trains, takes care of elephants is called a Mahout. Okay. This Teppakadu is Asia's biggest elephant camp. What is it? Asia's biggest elephant camp. And also remember Project Elephant. Project Elephant was started in the year 1992. Okay. Often we discuss Project Tiger, which was launched in 1973, but there is this one, Project Elephant, started in 1992. Also, you need to know that this particular park, this Teppakadu village, is in a tiger reserve called Mudumalai. Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. So, Teppakadu village in Mudumalai, okay, in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Would you want to know some reserves here? We will just look at a couple of places. Karnataka, Bandipur National Park, Bandipur Tiger Reserve, Bandipur. Kerala, Periyar. You have Periyar, you have Silent Valley, plenty of them actually. Which state has celebrated its 5-day Shirui Lily festival? Shirui Lily is the state flower of Manipur. State flower of Manipur. So these guys have come up with this festival. This is the 5th year in succession they are doing this, which is a very good thing. It's all celebration of our great culture. Yeah, our people, our culture, traditions, customs and all that. It's basically a celebration of way of life. So Manipur, let's look at this. Who is the chief minister there? There is no chief minister. Currently there is President Zul there. Assam, Himanta Biswa Sharma. Himanta Biswa Sharma. So I usually would like to discuss at least one or two choices. Sometimes all the choices. Sometimes that's a rare thing. No choice. Okay. Mizoram's Chief Minister is Laldu Homa. It's single name, Laldu Homa. Sikkim, Prem Singh Tamang, also called Gole. Meghalaya, Conrad Sangma. Conrad Sangma. Okay, yeah. As per the data of the IMF, which country has surpassed Japan to become the world's 4th largest economy? This is GDP size. By GDP size, India is the 4th largest country in the world. Remember, GDP is gross domestic product. What is it? Gross domestic product. It's a sum total of all goods and services produced in one country in 1 year. So, in a 12-month period, whatever a country will produce in terms of, let's say, this screen, yeah, my t-shirt, yeah, this computer right in front of me, but it's actually switched off, okay, this pen, yeah, the studio lights and all that stuff, the camera and all kinds of physical goods have a money value. Let's say I'm delivering a service, it has a money value. So, the price of all, the cost of all goods and the cost of all services is added. The final value we get is gross domestic product, okay. By that logic, in a country like ours, last year we produced goods and services worth 4,187 billion. Let's make it easy. In newspapers, you do not see billion, you often see trillion. Okay. Remember, trillion, 1 trillion equals 1000 billion. 1000 billion. Okay. 1 trillion equals 1000 billion. So, 4.18 trillion, that is what it means, nothing else. What are the largest economies? Rank 1, United States, I will take 2 decimals or 1 decimal, $30.5 trillion, United States. Rank 2, China. See, whenever we rank something, we should not put a dot after the number, because if you put a dot, it would become a serial number. Okay. So, rank 2, China, 19.2. 3, Germany, currently 4.7. 4, India, 4.18. I have taken 2 decimals here. Okay. That comes to 4.9 actually, isn't it? 5, Japan, 4.18. We will pull away from Japan pretty fast, because Japan's growth rate is 1%, less than 1%, 1.5%. India's, quite high, around 6 to 7%. These are all like conjectures, what it is likely to grow at. This year is a matter of conjecture. Lot depends on how things unfold. So, the top 5 economies in the world, my friends. Okay. I guess, see, in the period, India produces 4.19 trillion dollars worth of goods and services. America produces 30.5. Same period, look at the output, 7 times. Yeah, more output than ours. Okay. The central government has approved 8.25% interest on employees' provident fund deposits. When you put money into an EPF account, that is employees' provident fund account, or public provident fund account, PPF, or postal savings, remember, these are all called public accounts. What are they called? Public accounts. So, when these kinds of accounts are, it's all money, your money, that is put in government's trust. So, government uses this paisa. Remember this. Okay. Government uses this paisa, and this is one of the biggest source of revenue for the government of India. So, you must be wondering, where does the government of India get its paisa from? One is tax collection, second is non-tax revenue, okay, like dividends and all that. Another source, of course, is public accounts. What is it? Public accounts. Postal savings, when you put money into the bank, into the post office, the government uses the paisa. That's why it pays you interest. So, the government of India is going to use your money from the EPF account, and for that it will pay you 8.25% interest per annum. That is what it means, nothing else. Otherwise, why do you think the government will pay you interest? Because they are going to use your paisa. Yeah, this is money owned by you, but put in government's trust. Fair? To regulate and supervise payment schedules in the country, the Reserve Bank of India has announced the formation of a 6-member Payments Regulatory Board to be headed by the RBI governor. And we all know payment bank, basically the ecosystem, the entire ecosystem, digital payments, cash payments and all that stuff. Things need to be regulated also. And it's going to be headed by the RBI governor. What's the name? Sanjay Malhotra. Okay. What about Finance Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman? Finance Secretary, is basically an IAS officer currently, today, in the first week of June. Yeah, it is Ajay Seth. Ajay Seth, IAS officer. Niti Aayog chairman. Niti Aayog chairman is always the Prime Minister of India. The Prime Minister is an ex officio chairperson of the Niti Aayog. Remember this, ex officio means whoever is the Prime Minister automatically becomes the chairperson of Niti Aayog. And today it is Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Modi, Narendra Modi. Okay. NPCI CEO. NPCI is National Payments Corporation of India. National Payments Corporation of India owns, it's an RBI subsidiary. It owns a lot of things like BHIM, BHIM, UPI, all that stuff. It's a global pioneer in digital payments, my friends. Its CEO is a guy called Dilip Asbe. Dilip Asbe. Okay. Okay. I guess, see, wherever necessary, I have gone comprehensive, and this is something I am sure will help you. Which Indian shuttler finished runner-up at the 2025 Malaysia Masters Super 500 badminton tournament? This was held in Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur. Okay. One of the two capitals of Malaysia. What is the other capital? Putrajaya. What is it? Putrajaya. So, Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya together make Malaysian capitals, two capitals, and it was Srikant Kedambi who finished runner-up. After a long time, he made it to a top tournament final basically. At one point, he was world number one, and I think it's currently 23rd ranked something basically. And Srikant was defeated by Li Shifeng. Li Shifeng. He was from China. Li Shifeng of China defeated Kidambi Srikant in the Malaysia Masters final. Now, this guy was the men's winner. Who was the women's winner? The women's winner was Wang Jihe. Wang Jihe. I guess that's it. Two names. One of the world's best pairs of badminton, doubles pair, of course, one of the best pairs in men's doubles badminton. They are the winners of the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Okay. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. They are the latest winners of the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award, India's highest award for sporting excellence. Okay. So, from here to the next one. Meet Oscar Piastri. Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Piastri drives for McLaren. He drives for McLaren and he is from Australia. He is from Australia. See, this is McLaren. Okay. He sponsors Android, MasterCard, Cisco. When you look at Cisco, now it's clear. This is Cisco. Cisco is one of the world's largest technology companies. It makes telecommunications equipment, video conferencing facilities, routers, modems, and the name Cisco comes from the name of the city San Francisco. Okay, that you see the logo here, all bars basically like this. Like this, yeah. These bars represent the Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge. That's how it is. Yeah. The Golden Gate Bridge could be found in, what is this place? San Francisco. Currently, he is the leader on the board, and this Max Verstappen is a defending four-time world champion. Defending four-time world champion. But the last 4 times he had won. Lewis Hamilton has won about 7 titles, I think. He is tied with Michael Schumacher for the first place, maximum number of world titles, number 7. India signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with the World Health Organization to promote traditional medicines that includes Ayurveda, Yoga, Siddha, Unani. What in short can be called Ayush? Ayush is a ministry, Government of India ministry. It's headed by Pratap Rao Jadhav. Pratap Rao Jadhav. Pratap Rao Jadhav. The Union Minister for, Ayush is Pratap Rao Jadhav. That's all Ayush. Okay. Of course, yoga and naturopathy. Yoga and naturopathy should come. Ayurveda, yoga and naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. And homeopathy is Ayush. So, the central government has launched Bharat Forecast System, the world's first weather model to offer a 6-kilometer resolution. BFS was developed by the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology based in Pune. It's based in Pune. Now, I want you to become a little familiar with these places. I am going to discuss, I am going to name some organizations in each of these places. Pune is also home to the National Institute of Virology. National Institute of Virology. Shall I spell it here? Virology. Chennai, Central Leather Research Institute. Central Leather Research Institute. Bengaluru, home to a lot of institutes, you could say IISc, Indian Institute of Science. Indian Institute of Science. Ahmedabad, Physical Research Laboratory, PRL. Physical Research Laboratory. Kochi, we could put the Naval Physical and Oceanography Laboratory, NPOL, Naval Physical and Oceanography Laboratory. So, we got almost, we covered all the choices, guys. It is good to cover choices wherever we can. Let's go on a train journey. The Konkan Railway train journey. The Konkan Railway will soon be merged with the Indian Railways in this context, which is not part of the Konkan Railway. Which state? See, this is the Konkan coast. From here, basically, essentially, till end Karnataka. Okay. So, when you look at Konkan coast, remember, Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka. This stretch is called Konkan coast. Maharashtra, usually not North Maharashtra, but let us make it for easy. Below Bombay, this, let me use right, this coast, okay, is called, basically this area is called Konkan coast. This is called Konkan, right? Alibag area, south basically of Mumbai, Alibag and all that. And I want you to know one more thing, that Konkan Railway was launched in 1998. It was launched in 1998. The total distance is 500, total route length is 756 kilometers. 756 kilometers. 756 kilometers. And it starts in a place called Roha, R-O-H-A, ends in a place, or it starts either way. It connects Roha with what is it mentioned? Thokur. Thokur is south, it's just north of Mangaluru. So, the connecting points Roha and Thokur. And where is the headquarters of Konkan Railway? In a place called Belapur. Belapur. It's here, Belapur. So, Kerala is not technically not a part of the state. We should say this basically. This is, see, in one of the questions that somewhere it has appeared, Kerala is not a part of the Konkan Railway because Kerala is what is called Malabar. Okay, Kerala is Malabar. Okay, let me take you through some coasts in India. It's a rough outline. Okay. Gujarat coast, of course, Gujarat coast. We saw Konkan coast, south of Mumbai to, including Goa to Karnataka is, this stretch is Konkan. Kerala coast is called Malabar. It's called Malabar. And Tamil Nadu coast usually called Coromandel. It's called Coromandel. I just skipped that part here. Andhra coast is called Andhra coast. Odisha coast is called Utkal. Usually it is called Utkal. Okay. So, technically Kerala is not a part of the Konkan network. You can see it stops right above Mangalore, which is the southernmost point on this network in Karnataka. Okay. The Rising Northeast Investors Summit 2025 held in New Delhi attracted investments to the tune of rupees 4 crore. With 4 crore. So, this is promised. What's important is the outcome. Allocation is fine, promises are fine, but importantly outcome is the greater, is of greater consequence here. Northeast, the minister for Northeast, it's called donor ministry. Northeast development, development of northeastern region. So the Ministry of Development of Northeastern region is headed by Jyotir Aditya Scindia. Jyotir Aditya Scindia. Jyotir Aditya Scindia. Yeah. Who will be honored posthumously with the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal on the International Day of UN Peacekeepers on 29th May. These two guys, Brigadier General Amitabh Jha, he died. See, this Dag Hammarskjöld was a UN Secretary General between 1953 and 1961. That year, he was traveling to a place called Zambia. He was traveling to mediate and build a ceasefire, but unfortunately his plane was shot, and it is believed that it was shot down by rebels. We don't know, but if you watch a film called The Siege of Jadotville, what is it? The Siege of Jadotville. It's a true story. How true? Of course, is a matter of perspective, but it's a very good film. You can watch with your family. The Siege of Jadotville. Please watch it. It's a really good film. Okay. So, in this movie, it's shown like his plane is shot down, who shoots it down and all that. I'll not go there because it's a very controversial thing. Even the UN has not come out with a comprehensive report. So, though reports have come out, they are conflicting. The conclusions are conflicting. So, his plane was shot dead, and because he died in the course of his duty, these medals are, the medal instituted in his name is given primarily, to those who have died in the cause of UN. That is, any civilian, any military, any UN police, if they had died in the course of their duty, they are given the Dag Hammarskjöld medal. So, it's given posthumously. It's a posthumous medal. This Amitabh Jha, Brigadier General Amitabh Jha, he passed away in Golan Heights. Golan Heights, it's an area occupied by Syria, but it technically, what is this? Belongs to, what is this place? It belongs to Syria. Golan Heights belongs to Syria. Then this gentleman died in Congo. Havildar Sanjay Singh ji died in Congo. And Dag Hammarskjöld is the only posthumous recipient. Posthumous means after death. Only posthumous recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Peace Prize. The only posthumous recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize is Dag Hammarskjöld. The 2025 World Hunger Day was observed on 28th May under the theme of sowing resilience. See, climate change is destroying soil levels, fertility everywhere, large parts of the world, and this is also rendering crores of people. According to the UN, 34 crore people today are facing food insecurity. Food insecurity. 34 crore people are facing food insecurity as of today. 20% of soil productivity has been impacted because of changing climate, of course, for worse. So, this is also leading to food insecurity. There is a lot of food insecurity, especially among children. As on 29th May 2025, identify the correct pair of Chief Justices with their respective High Courts. All of them actually are right. I want you to know that the first High Court in India was the Madras High Court. Madras High Court. It was, I will tell you why I am giving you this date. 26 June 1862, I think. Yeah, because the next High Court was Calcutta High Court. Was Calcutta High Court, 2nd July, 1 week later. Okay, same basically. And Bombay High Court came on 14th August. 14th August, same year. See, hardly any difference. But the Madras High Court was the first High Court in India. Okay. The tenure of the chairman of the Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO, has been extended by a year, and the guy's name is Dr. Samir Kamath. Samir Kamath. Himanshu Pathak is the Director General of ICRI-SAT. ICRI-SAT. This is a Hyderabad-based organization. It's a UN body. International Crop Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics. Let me repeat. International Crop Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics. Dr. V. Narayanan, Chairman of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. Pawan Goenka, not required for you. Mangilal Jat is the Director General of ICAR. I think, yeah, ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Okay. Which is India's first pet food unicorn. Unicorn has something, is a business enterprise that has a valuation of at least $1 billion. Current value 8,700 crores. So the business valuation is over $1 billion. Is now India's first food unicorn. What is it? Drools. Oh, I did not clear this. Drools. Okay. And Drools is basically a food company, dog food company or pet food company as they call basically. I went to their website, I tried to look around who started and all, I really couldn't find much information. Okay. So Nestle is headquartered, it's one of the world's largest food companies. Vivi is in Switzerland, it's in Switzerland. This small town is in Switzerland, and its CEO is a guy called Laurent Frexe. Laurent Frexe. F-R-E-I-X-E. I-X-E. Yeah. I wrote in cursive there. Okay, there we go guys. Co-founder Rakesh Gangwal and his family trust have offloaded a nearly 6% stake in India's largest airline called Indigo. Indigo was started by two persons, Rakesh Gangwal and Rahul Bhatia. Together they control the parent company of Indigo called Interglobe. The parent company of Indigo is called Interglobe Aviation. Okay. Air India, you all know, it's owned by the Tata Group. SpiceJet CEO is Ajay Singh. He is also a founder basically, Ajay Singh. Go First, it's a bankrupt airline company owned by the Wadia family. This Wadia family is headed by currently by Nusli Wadia, Nusli. He is a grandson of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Okay, yeah. Jinnah's only child was a daughter, Deena's son, Nusli Wadia. Akasa Air, headed by, it's owned by Rare. It was started by Rakesh Jhunjhunwala and Rekha Jhunjhunwala. Rakesh and Rekha, this couple started Akasa Air. Okay. Brain implant company Neuralink had recently raised $600 million in a deal that values the company at $9 billion. This is a company that is founded by Elon Musk and 8 other scientists and engineers. Not just Elon Musk. There are 8 other guys, but they are in the background. Okay. This company is a brain implant company, what is called brain computer interface, BCI. brain computer interface. Okay, they are also building certain gadgets, like they are also working on blind sight, a device called blind sight that could help blind people see. Yeah, science is advancing so much, my friends. You see Richard Branson, he is the founder of the Virgin Group. Virgin Group. Jeff Bezos, Amazon. um, Larry Page, Google, co-founder Google. Bill Gates, Microsoft. Microsoft, co-founder Microsoft. I am just naming co-founders, nothing else. Okay. Which Bollywood singer is the recipient of the Companion of the Order of Fiji, the country's highest civilian honor for his humanitarian work in Fiji? Fiji is this tiny island in the Pacific Ocean, northeast of Australia, where Fiji's capital is Suva. Its capital is Suva, my friends. Okay, nearly 34% of the country's population is of Indian origin. Sumit Tappu, I was reading about him. He has received this for his great philanthropy work and all that stuff. Philanthropy is Phil is love, anthropy is mankind, love of mankind. For his exceptional contribution to the welfare of Fijian people, he has been given this. EU countries have formally accepted, by the way, that award, that Order of the Companion of Fiji, is the same as our Bharat Ratna, okay, highest award for in Fiji. EU countries formally approved a 150 billion euro program named SAFE. What is it? Security Action for Europe. See, the European Union has 27 members. 27 members. They believe that the biggest enemy they have is Russia, followed by China, and then Iran. But as of today, they see Russia as a greater threat than China, whereas the Americans see China as a much bigger threat than Russia is. Perspectives differ, priorities differ, threat levels differ, and all that. So these 27 countries have come together to form SAFE with the fund, that was invest in better defense technologies, better defense equipment to ensure their safety, that they are safe from Russian and Chinese designs. Okay. This meet Javier Milei, Argentinian president. Javier, I think I should clear this also. Yeah. Javier Milei. It's mentioned here. Yeah. Javier Milei. This is the president of Argentina. He is a right winger, and I want to tell you something, that a lot of Israelis could be found here in Argentina. So could Germans. A lot of Germans also were found in Argentina, especially the Nazi Germans who escaped after the fall of Hitler and his state, Nazi state. This you see here is the Argentinian flag's logo, or what you call emblem. This is called the May of sun, May of sun, or son of May, basically, as people call it. Argentina is the only country in the world that is named after an element, argentum, which is silver. Okay. Ottawa's Prime Minister is Mike Carney. It's going to play host to the G7 summit, to which Prime Minister Modi has also been invited. Italy, Giorgia Meloni. Israel's Prime Minister, you all know, Benjamin Netanyahu. Australia, Anthony Albanese. Germany, Friedrich Merz. Okay, yeah. Milei is also called El Loco, the madman. Yeah, the madman. Which sports person is Audi India's new brand ambassador? Neeraj Chopra. I am not really concerned about these guys, but Audi. Audi, that's how you pronounce it. It's not Audi. What is it? Audi. It's owned by a company called Volkswagen. Volkswagen. It's pronounced with an F. V is pronounced with an F. So, Volks means people, wagon is car, people's car. So, Audi is owned by Volkswagen, which also owns brands like Skoda, Porsche. It owns Lamborghini. Okay. It owns Bugatti, Bentley, Seat, Scania, plenty of brands, man. This Lamborghini owns Ducati. Plenty, na? Isn't it? Yeah. Its CEO is a guy called Volkswagen CEO is Group CEO is Oliver Bloom. Oliver Bloom. We can learn so much, na? And Volkswagen's global head office is in a place called Wolfsburg in Germany. It's the world's second largest automobile company by sales. Wolfsburg in Germany, world's second largest automobile company by sales. Okay, I guess pretty much that you would want to cover, we covered. That's all from me. Have a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. Stay curious.